So why are so many buildings in Kenya deemed unsafe and is demolishing them now too little too late? I spoke to Raul Figueroa. He's the CEO of Questworks, a consultancy firm in Nairobi focusing on design, construction, planning, and engineering. I began by asking him what caused last week's deadly building collapse.
Several factors. First of all, it was built on top of a river, so the soil was unstable from the very beginning. Second, the building quality was very low. From the samples collected on site, the cement content is very low, steel content is very low. So even though it was condemned, one of the things that tends to happen in these cases is that enforcement doesn't follow through. And though the building had been marked with an X, nobody had actually enforced so that people will move out and go somewhere else. And some of these people are very poor, so they can't just move out like that. You have to provide some avenue for them.
So this type of construction, is it isolated to low-income areas of Nairobi, or is it prevalent in other parts as well?
No, it is. We did some studies from between 2011 and 2015 with people at Carnegie Mellon University, and we determined that about 75% of the buildings in Kenya are weak. Not all are as weak as this one that collapsed just because of rains, but there is a problem with the quality of construction and with supervision, and it's not just that building. There are many more that are weak and should come down.
Wow, 75% of buildings. That is astounding to me. Why is that?
Well, there's been a boom in construction in the country, and regulation, enforcement, and even the interests of the professionals have lagged behind the requirements of the market. Kenya's population has grown a lot in the last decade, and so has GDP, but not enough to house all the people who have moved from the countryside into the city. So in order to make a lot of money very quickly, people build with whatever means they have, and sometimes that requires them, if they want to make their money anyway, to build without the required safety precautions and quality materials. So we're not saying that 75% will fall, but we're telling that what we say is, what we found out, is that 75% are not up to what the design requirements are. They would be considered unsafe in the developed world, and here they're marginal, and a good portion in places like Huruma and Eastlands and other parts of Nairobi should be condemned and either reinforced or demolished.
And are you getting the sense from authorities in Nairobi that they do plan to bring down some of these buildings that are just not safe?
They plan, but there's always a lag between what the people say and what people actually do, and that includes government. Sometimes it's lack of resources to do it, but other times it's lack of will. And remember that when a building is condemned and it has to be demolished, people have to be relocated, people who don't have anywhere else to go, and the owners lose money. So there's a lot of pressure that comes through corruption, etc., to keep those buildings standing and hope that nothing happens, just because there's a lot of money to be lost and the problem of relocating the people. So, I mean, something should be done. It's urgent. We have advocated for that since, for the last 3 years. We've spoken in several conferences and written papers. But we tend to forget very quickly. Now we're all concerned, and what tends to happen here is that 2 weeks from now, nobody remembers.
If you like what you just saw, follow us on social media and visit our website, cctv-america.com.